uh, to the great injustices in the southern part of the American Republic. But I never knew Martin at that point in time. I was always just was a young foot soldier. Then I went off to Vietnam in '66 as a journalist, freelance journalist. Because some of the friends of the family, I was able to get some credentials that allowed doors to be opened to some extent, and so I was able to travel the country, and always on C-130s, and spent a lot of time in orphanages and shelters, and did a lot of photographic work, as well as writing notes, but never publishing anything when I was there. Made a mistake. We were hit near Pleiku, and I injured my back, and I had to come back to Saigon. Went to a party with some voluntary agency friends of mine, and a Vietnamese woman attached herself to me and just started talking to me about the war and what I was seeing and what I was doing. And I was at that point in my life and history and experience there so distraught and so angry with seeing the what one sees. So I told her that, and the next morning I was promptly called down to Commander Madison's office. He was the accrediting officer, and he said, "We're worried about you, Bill, because you're never at the Friday briefings. You're always out in the country. It's very dangerous. You could get hurt, and we think maybe it's time for you to go home now." And that meant, of course, I wouldn't see anything more. So I said, "Well, all right, I will. Maybe that's good advice, Commander, and maybe I should go home. But first I want to go to Tay Ninh province." He said, "Well, you want to go to Tay Ninh province? That's run by the Khan." And I said, "Yes, but I want to get in there." And he said, "Why do you want to go there?" I said, "Because there's a leprosarium there." And he said, "Leprosarium? I told you the story." I said, "A leprosarium?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Why a leprosarium?" I said, "Because you learn a lot about people when you see how they treat the most wretched and the most despised, injured, rejected in their midst." Well, he couldn't believe what I was talking about, and he said, no, that's crazy stuff. I said, "I need a chopper." He said, "No, we won't give you a chopper, but we'll give you a Jeep." And I said, "I'll get back to you on that." Well, I talked to some of my friends, and they said, "Get out of here. Go home." The last guy they gave a Jeep to was found by the side of the road, and of course the Viet Cong did it, So you go home. Don't hang around here. Your time has come to leave. And these were old hands, and they were people whom I cared about, as individuals doing what they could do as voluntary agency personnel, Catholic Relief Services, a whole bunch of good people. So I left, I went back. I published only when I returned, and the piece was in Ramparts magazine, and it was called "The Children of Vietnam." Martin